Like it's transmitting data on OBS?
Yeah, kilobytes per second.
Might be a stupid question, but it's not like another account, right? It's Waiting4Players. Okay.
There we go. Okay, you guys.
Are we live with a really big delay?
I can't now. Okay, you guys are live on Twitch.
All right.
Hello.
You guys are on Twitch.
Hello.
Welcome to
Now
Yes.
it's gonna be awkward for a second while we play the intro.
I need you guys to hold on. Keep holding.
You can talk to the Twitch viewers.
All right, well, whoa. I'm creepily pointing at them.
Listen to my opinions. The menu to this game is
Only.
pretty good. Like, I like the fact that you're, like you were saying, watching them all at a campfire. A little creepy, but you know. It's kind of the point of the game.
I was gonna say creepy is like that game's MO.
Now your audio streaming.
Yeah.
Your intro's still playing.
Welcome back to another episode of Waiting4Players. I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Peter.
I'm John Boy.
Woo!
We did it this time,
Nice.
guys.
Yeah.
Smooth as silk, right?
This was the first time
And I'm
we did
Josh,
this live.
I'm remembering how to do this. Shitty.
Buttons and things. He's been gone for a month.
Done more than 6 weeks.
Oh, 6 weeks.
6 weeks
Month and a half.
Yeah.
We stole his job and then he took it back. That's because he's so good. He stole it back.
But yeah, sorry about the delay. That's my fault.
It wasn't too big of a delay.
It was about as much of a debauchery as our. Is that the right word?
Debauchery is like sex stuff.
Yeah. So then our debauchery earlier. Our sex stuff.
Oh, you got a friend playing.
Glad to have you back, John.
My vocabulary not so strong.
So, what game are we playing today, guys?
Dead by Daylight.
Which is a...
Fitting description for what happened to me.
Yeah. It's a multiplayer horror
Survivor
game.
horror game.
Yeah. It's fun. Played a round of it. I'm excited to play some more.
Yeah, actually, Adam is going to play. I'm just
Oh.
going to get you set up here.
I guess I'm about to play some more.
I'm just going to do your loadout really fast.
All right.
So that we can make sure that you don't die really easily. I have 2 flashlights. Okay. Selling.
All right. Well, while we're setting this up, we'll jump into the news. I figured John would be most excited about this first piece of news.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're talking about the iPhone 7?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm super excited.
Are you? You gonna upgrade already?
I'm excited for all of the memes that came out with the announcement of this phone and all of the videos and GIFs and pictures.
A lot of hate. A lot of hate for
It's
this
stupid as fuck. I
it's-
love the Onion. They had that thing where they advertised like a new headphone jack plug, and they're like, once inserted, it can never be removed, but it'll make your phone look sleeker than ever and get rid of that pesky 3.5 millimeter hole.
Yeah.
And I was dying, dude.
So-
it was like they put it on like an Apple, like it made it look like it was right off of Apple's site, you know. And I was dying when I read
I
it.
love the Onion.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, Apple's removing the 3.5 millimeter audio jack on the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus.
The
You
way
can-
of the future.
Yeah, and if you want to use your pesky old headphones with the cord that gets tangled up every time you move, you can spend $40 on an adapter.
Have you guys
to
seen the
use your
headphones?
old fucking
They look like earrings.
What,
Yeah,
the,
like
the new ones?
the little-
the AirPods?
Yeah, I loved all the memes of everybody looking for their AirPods on the ground. Like, they're like, all right, step 1 to getting ready for a run. Put in your $200 headphones or $150 headphones.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, stretch. Oh God, no! Don't jump! And the person's like jumping in the picture, and then it shows them on the ground looking for their headphones.
Infomercial problems. I love those gifs.
Yeah, it was killing me though. Just whatever you do, don't jump.
So I love the quote that they gave when they announced this. Phil Schiller is the Apple marketing chief. He said, "The reason to move on, courage. The courage to move on and do something new that betters us all." That's his explanation for why they're...
Thanks,
Courage.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
I like
Wannabe.
it was they had like a GIF where it like showed the iPod 7, and then it showed like Steve Jobs' grave, and he was
Yeah.
like screaming. He's like, "What are you doing to my fucking brand?" You could like hear him under the ground, and I was dying. It's such a terrible idea.
It's
A
not.
lot of people have already invested in really expensive, nice headphones that use a cord and don't have to be charged every 5 hours?
yeah.
The apocalypse, AIP ellipse, apocalypse is saying you're gonna die.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Whoa.
wait,
You're
what
gonna
does it say?
die.
Saying I'm gonna die.
Alpacalypse?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Kristen.
Oh.
Yeah. He said apocalypse. Alpacalypse.
Alpacalypse.
Hey, I didn't die the first time I played
No,
it.
that's an I.
I was the first one to
Is it?
escape.
Yeah.
I have to look at it.
The
Apicalypse?
AIPAC
Apicalypse? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
She's got to get on that.
Your
Maybe
name
it's
got
not
that
Kirsten.
wonk to it.
Sorry for calling you Kirsten, random
Well,
stranger.
she says shh.
Oh, yeah, she's totally not Kirsten.
We should just all start calling her Kristen.
I love that all the Twitch viewers for a while were just watching this fucking loading screen.
Hey, it's a very cool loading screen, all right?
It is. I actually like that. I'll talk about it later, though. We're not talking about that right
I'm
now.
gonna go to
Yeah.
the basement and look for one.
No, but the iPhone 7, man, I really have no idea where the inspiration for let's just remove it all together to force them to buy expensive headphones.
Proprietary.
Yeah. Well,
hardware.
see,
Yeah.
I liked. I
Max
did like.
never done that.
Yeah, right.
I saw a post that said, "I like all this fake outrage, but we all know you're going to upgrade when it comes out."
Oh, a lot
Yeah.
of people will.
Yeah, but it's just so dumb.
It does say that it comes with a free adapter to hook up.
Of course it would.
3.5.
People would be more pissed off if they didn't give it
but,
to you.
But still, then you have to have a fucking adapter.
It's
hooked
$40 also to replace that adapter.
Probably.
up. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh no,
you-
it's the adapter that allows you to charge your phone and use the headphones at the same time.
Yeah, that one
That
you
one's
have to
$40.
buy.
That's
Yeah.
$40.
Let's talk about the
Sorry,
spec
I'm confusing
comparison really
people.
fast, though. There was a comparison of the Nexus phone from 2014 and the iPhone 7, and the iPhone 7 is essentially up to date if it were the year 2014.
Oh shit.
It,
really?
it's yeah. By comparison, Apple phones, the last two Apple phones are not that powerful.
Can
as
I
far
just
as,
say
like,
our
internal
Twitch
hardware.
viewer totally called it? 'Cause nigga, you gonna die.
Wiggle, what are you doing? Wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah.
So I have an explanation. It was supposed to be a capital I. Alpacalypse was taken. How am I supposed to know it wasn't case sensitive?
Totally not Kirsten. You're right.
You don't have to do that, by the way.
I know.
No, you're killing yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a very small chance to escape, but you do a lot of damage to yourself. You're gonna get. Hey, spamming.
She says, "Yo, dead son."
Unless somebody shows up right meow, you're toast, homie.
I'm
Look
gonna
around while you
survive.
mash A with your other thumb and see if anybody's getting closer. Nope, they're all hella far away.
Stab.
Oh,
You're gonna have to try again.
there ain't no coming back
Yeah.
from that, my friend. I do like that it
Yeah.
doesn't make you like spectate till the end of the game.
Yeah, you have the
Yeah.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, if you're playing with all friends, it makes sense.
I
'cause
would.
you're-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
right behind you.
you can't turn though. You're stuck behind their back, which kind of makes sense. Otherwise, you'd be able to watch their six the whole time. But it's still
Be my eyes, boo.
it's still scary to have Lenny's like, Peter, look behind you, look behind you, look behind you. Like,
That is scary.
it is pretty
And
scary.
then you realize Lenny's trolling you, and you're like, "God damn it, Lenny."
He probably would.
But
So what is actually upgraded in the new iPhone?
They went
I
to
saw
the
that like
A10.
the display resolution hasn't changed still.
At all, and
Yeah.
the graphics card processor is exactly the same.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So,
The only information
it's
they don't-
it's like another lens or better camera or something. That's about it. No.
Nope, not really. Not by much. Not significant enough for you to like, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on a phone
Yeah.
or re-up my contract to get one. I mean, like, I can understand if iPhone 6s weren't available, or you would like, or was free or something. But that's really about it. There's not a lot of known about an A10, but I'm willing to bet that my Samsung Galaxy S6 is more powerful than an iPhone 7.
what's the dual camera do exactly?
It gives you 2x optical zoom.
Oh,
So
okay.
basically, just one lens is set for whatever they're calling one time, and one lens is set for two times.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is
Okay.
much nicer than a digital zoom.
Oh yeah, I know that because
absolutely.
but I had my first digital camera had 8 times optical and 3 times digital.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool, and like had a little bar on the zoom meter too that let you know when you were crossing from optical to digital, and then blowing up pixels, you know, and getting
That's
shit
nice.
pictures. Yeah, I wish you could have just disabled
There
the
you
optical.
go. You got into the game now.
I was just
But-
gonna say, I'm assuming there's a lot of waiting in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the games don't seem that long, and it's anyways, let's not talk about that. But yeah, well, we'll have nothing to talk about later if we just keep bringing it up every
Yeah.
time something happens.
Real quick,
we want-
our Twitch viewer says, lose so that this profile levels down.
It already has, Kirsten. She's really excited about that because she was stuck at 20 for a while, and I was at 18, and she was
And now
jealous.
you're level 11.
She was just what? No, it actually goes down. So level 20 is bad.
Oh.
Lower levels
Oh.
are good. Sorry, I actually forgot to explain that for
get
my
it.
story.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Sorry I keep interrupting, but
But yeah, no, I don't need an
listener
iPhone
interaction is
7.
key.
I only have the iPhone because, well, to be perfectly honest, my daddy bought it, so I didn't have a lot of choice.
Have you been happy with it at least?
I have had absolutely no problems with it. Everything works awesome. The apps function really well. It's quick, in my opinion. So yeah, it's not bad. I've never been a fan of Safari, like if we're being real.
Yeah.
I don't like Safari either.
But it's whatevs, you know. Like everything seems to be okay. So I just don't want a 7. I want my headphone jack. Fuck y'all. Like my iPhone 6s Plus came with fucking nice iPhone headphones. You know?
Yeah.
And a jack to plug them into. That didn't require fucking charging or $40 dongles so I could listen to music in bed and charge my phone. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just
Guys,
bullshit to force
They're
you
really
to...
banking on brand
Yeah,
loyalty
it's
with
like
this.
that freaking gold-plated butt plug meme that just says overpriced shit for assholes.
Did you guys
Was
see
already
that,
taken, yeah.
Did you see the meme on Reddit that was exclusively to Android? And it just plugs into the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw so many. What were the old mouse ports? PS2 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody had a bunch of those connected together, connected to splitters, connected to more things, and
Yeah.
they're like ready to listen to music on my new iPhone 7.
That was
And there's
great.
like 16
Right there.
connections, and
Chest.
it's
Chest.
just like.
Right in front of you.
Oh yeah.
I was dying. I was like, first I want to know who has that many PS2 connections, like,
You gotta hold it.
and
back.
dongles and stuff.
I mean,
so
as
heavy.
far as cell phone fails go, though, I think Samsung's got it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I like to be a brand whore a lot to Samsung because I like their phones, but it seems like with the Galaxy Note 7, they have totally failed. I mean, phones exploding in people's hands and causing large car fires is a pretty serious deal.
Yeah. If they're talking full recall or even like there's a rumor that they may just kind of disable all the Note 7s out there right now because they're not getting very many people sending them back.
Which I think is interesting that they can do that remotely. You just passed up a generator, by the way, Adam.
Did I?
Yeah, you would look right at it and then walk past it.
Probably come in some kind of quiet firmware update or something, I would think.
Right there. Yeah, I think so. That was probably the way to do it, unless it's just a complete hardware failure. But I
Yeah.
suppose that with a flash firmware update, they might be able to turn off certain modules in the phone that cause that problem. That might be possible, depending on how they.
Now,
engineered
didn't
it.
they recall?
They're doing it. They're going to call a mass recall on it.
Yeah.
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
It hasn't been officially announced.
They did like a voluntary recall, but
Okay,
it's
yeah.
looking like they're gonna have to do a mandatory recall now.
Yeah. Well, because in the voluntary recall, it's like you did it within 2 weeks of getting the phone. I'm like, that's bullshit. After that, your phone can explode.
going.
Torch your car. You know? Because, like, the thing I use to charge my phone in my car is it's an always-on plug. And so I can charge my phone when my car is off. I could theoretically have the same problem that guy had in the Fox article. You know, like if I left my phone in my car charging and I was doing something, like out hunting or something,
Right.
for instance, or just not in my car but need to charge my phone and come back and find my car torched because my fucking phone exploded. I can't even describe the level of pissed I would be. You know?
I was
$600 phone torches my fucking Jeep. Nope.
That guy died. Careful. The killer's right there.
I'm pretty sure this is $1,000.
Get in the corner.
Yeah,
Get in the
it's
corner.
easily $1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it depends on
More
your
in the
service
corn.
and contract and stuff like that, but
Well,
the
yeah,
value
for
of
sure.
it And usually with those, you're paying for the phone still. Is
Can you do
why
the
you get insurance.
Generator from inside the corn?
Yes. He can probably hear you when you do it, though. Whoa.
We escaped.
He
Everybody
must have
quit.
left.
Yeah.
He must have
Okay.
left the game.
Oh, that's
I think you still
See.
get points for that, though.
You guys need to
Nice.
start talking mad shit to
Oh.
your listener because she was like, "You're gonna die now. You're gonna die now."
Kirsten is so ready for all of you to die. I talked to her about it, and she was really excited, almost giddy.
She was also saying that you should shove that
Trigger.
light in the baddie's face. And she
Peter
called
didn't tell me how to use items.
she called the killer a silly camping killer.
Trapper. Because I didn't want you to lose my last flashlight, so I didn't give it to you.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You got something from that box, and then you didn't get to keep it because the game ended strangely, but
Well, he
Oh, that's
escaped.
lame.
Yeah, I escaped. I won. That's
sort of.
2 for 3.
Yeah, but you don't get to keep stuff if that happens?
No, I just
That's
don't think.
bullshit.
I think because the game didn't end properly, you didn't get to keep it. Otherwise, it would have said new item. You can check your
Oh.
loadout though, but you're already searching, so you can't right now. You have to wait until you get in the lobby.
Okay.
So it is a shame though that Samsung's having all these issues because the Note 7 actually looked like a pretty decent phone.
Yeah, no.
Well, past notes have been really good.
Yeah.
I've handled a couple of them, and I mean they perform really well.
Yeah. And like this one had it had curved edges on both sides, and people were saying like that really helped a lot with just how it felt in your hand
Yeah. Beveling is always
until it
awesome.
explodes, I guess.
Yeah, until it'll feel great until it explodes. I mean, that's the long and short of it, I guess.
But yeah, no, I don't know. The Samsung, that sucks. Because it's weird too, because phones and stuff go through pretty rigorous testing.
Yeah.
So I was wondering how it was never noticed, or if it like happened once only in testing and they just assumed it a fluke.
They would never do that.
Yeah.
I heard somewhere that a lot of these are
They're a
while they
pharmaceutical
were
company, they would.
while they were being fast charged.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
the
sometimes-
extra voltage is just not.
Yeah.
The batteries aren't able to take that.
So I've been scolded. You don't need to shout out all my comments. I can just side eye at you, News.
Well, we don't see what you say. Sorry,
Yeah, there's no way
Kirsten.
for me to
Yeah.
tell them other than-
Yeah.
He is the person on the
He's our
deck
chat
that repeats everything the
moderator,
computer
okay?
says.
He runs the show down there. You're in his domain. You're in his domain now, child.
So, Adam, I heard you got another graphics card. Got a 1080.
I did. I have a.
Did you get the 1070 and then you got a 1080?
I got
I
a
did.
1070, and my friend Frank, who will probably listen to this at some point since he's a loyal listener.
Nice.
He was looking for a graphics card, so I found a good deal on a 1080, and I sold him my 1070 for $400.
Nice. How much did you make off of it?
How much? I paid like $420 for it or something like that.
You can tell me after the show since we won't be on mic.
But didn't you have a 970 before, or did you skip?
No, I upgraded from a 760.
760. Okay.
Yeah. So a 1080 from a 760 is a huge fucking.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have a 970. So the next bit of news kind of, I don't know, actually means something to me.
Yeah.
Me as well. We have the same card, so I kind of need to pay attention to this too.
But I understand that a settlement's being reached.
There is. We talked about this a few shows ago. I can't remember which show it was on. But it was because they advertised it as 4 gigs of high-speed RAM, and only like 3.5 gigs of it was the rated speed, and the last like 500 megabytes
Was a lower speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which seems like an odd thing to do to me. I can't imagine they saved that much money
No.
compared to the $30 they're gonna have to pay out now to everybody that owns a 970.
Yeah.
Seriously. For false bait and switch kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I believe the settlement is something like they're not necessarily saying they did anything wrong. They're just settling. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the last time we talked about this was episode 76 when we played We Happy Few and demoed the Farm Bot.
Okay. Good.
Oh yeah, the farm bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when the class action lawsuit was first filed and the $30 settlement was first proposed, which was 7 weeks ago.
Wow.
Just trying to keep it in frame.
I'm sure they're also banking on people not actually turning in their $30.
A lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
people won't, I'm sure.
That's-
a lot of people won't.
That's the way it always is.
Yeah.
And you can opt out of it too if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but
Yeah.
well,
when you accept stuff like that, you can never sue for the
Right.
same thing. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like I don't need $30 to negate my personal rights. Because Home Depot did that shit all the time. They send you fucking class action things in the mail where apparently some stores were like robbing people of hours and stuff, and it's like, no, I'm not going to take your $7 check, and then if somebody robs me of 200 hours, never get paid because I can't sue you. Like, fuck off.
Right?
Rip this $7 check up and burn it.
right. But for something like this, isn't it usually just you can't sue them for the same thing.
Yeah, that's how it always
So,
is. But
yeah.
like I said, I personally most of the time would like to keep my rights.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam.
You're right on the edge, man. You're a little late. You gotta feel it.
Well, but the website for registering for this is set up now. I'll put the link up on our site. It's just
I'm tweeting it now.
GTX970settlement.com, I believe. And there's a deadline. Your claim has to be postmarked by November 30th of this year. So.
Heartbeat. I know everybody gets quiet. We're like, what's going on?
He's just sitting there auto attacking the ground. I think that guy is just goofing around, letting people get points.
Oh,
Really?
does that happen a lot?
So it's happened once. I've only seen it once, but I did reap the benefits of
Maybe
it.
he's just standing there hitting the ground waiting to see Adam run because he thinks the guy doesn't care, and then
What people normally do is that when you walk up, you get hit by him, and then he stands there and continues to auto attack, and someone will heal you, and then you'll both get a lot of points. And then you run back in and get auto attacked again, and you just keep doing that.
Our faithful watcher says,
That
farm
one
those
seems-
points. Farm those points.
Seems to be working. That's it.
She
Working.
also says she
Yeah.
runs the show.
running on all
And I
cylinders,
told her
Adam.
she runs 1/5 of the show.
That's entirely accurate, my friend.
This says if you do nothing, you give up your right to sue. Also.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know if
Wow.
So that's dumb. You can either have $30 and never sue, or just never sue. That's
got-
dumb. How can they
Right.
take your rights?
You have to explicitly opt out of the settlement.
Oh, then I would opt out.
Yeah, it says if you do nothing, you will receive no cash payment. You will also give up your right to sue
Get that item.
defendants on your own regarding any claims that are part of the settlement.
That's smart on their part for people that don't read like me and just burn.
Because the majority of people will probably
Just
I don't know,
burn.
man. It's a
Right.
free $30. I'd do it.
Yeah,
Find
it
the
depends.
exit.
I would
Find
too.
the exit.
Only because there's probably no potential extra money in it for me. Like I said, when it was class action stuff regarding my work, I would never cash it.
We've got another viewer and listener on Twitch. He says, let Info Johnny play so we can hunt something that's not defenseless.
Ooh. Boy, have you seen a bull elk, man? Them things is huge, dog. I ain't even trying to mess with him. Or a black bear, you know? You don't know. You don't know, dog. I'm just kidding. They're not defenseless. They got good senses,
I
better than mine.
escaped
It's kind of
it.
like this game, you know?
Get down, John.
Yeah, I get down. You want to see me? I'll hunt the hunter as the hunted.
Survivor.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever, dog.
You have to do it the whole time singing I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up.
I wonder if Pete called Kirsten to tell her to
That's
quit
all I
talking
know.
shit.
I could like hum it.
Speaking of our other Twitch viewer, she said good job.
Well, thank you.
Why does it say item lost, flashlight, and bandages?
Ooh, someone lost stuff.
I didn't drop nothing, Pete. I didn't get hit by nothing.
Did you survive?
I did
Yeah.
survive, yeah.
Still losing flashlights. I don't even understand.
Yeah. I was just like, you know what? This is Peter's
You got a hole in your
flashlight.
pocket, Adam.
Fuck
You
this
didn't
thing.
even check before you put the flashlight in there. Noob mistake.
Nice pop.
Mine?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's our sound guy. Oh yeah, let me ready up.
Oh, you're gonna play now, John?
Oh yeah.
Well, and he was told by a viewer to.
Oh,
Yes.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it.
So, one of our other listener, or one of our listeners says, "You sure it wasn't a fleshlight you dropped on your phone?"
One of our other.
One of our two.
Okay.
Yeah, we pops.
We have quite a few listeners during the week, but we have very few live listeners, and one of them said, "You sure it wasn't a fleshlight?"
It might have been.
That could have been.
I don't know now because Adam lost it.
Yeah, right. That was my
He didn't get a
favorite
chance
one.
To try and
I
fuck
was
it.
gonna stick my dick in that.
Right? That's a big letdown.
Yeah, I would be.
Oh,
Man.
sorry.
John was just gonna hide in a corner. And
Dude, and fleshlight
the
it
killer
up.
be damned.
All right, I gotta go double
You're in the Blood
earphones.
Lodge.
Listen for that heartbeat.
So,
So what else do we got in the news?
World of Warcraft?
Yeah, which is kind of shocking. Didn't think I'd ever be talking about that.
3.3 million copies sold in
About
one day.
Moneymaker.
Yeah.
That's insane. I mean, you always think that World of Warcraft is on the decline, but sometimes they get a hit, you know?
Right.
Some nostalgia just
Yeah.
sets in on the
Like,
community.
Bunch of people are just like, I haven't played it in a while. New expansion's out.
That's what I
check
figured
it out.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's how I see the graph. It's like, Burning Crusade, kind of a little bit, and then Wrath of the Lich King. Oh my god. Mists of Pandaria, huge drop.
Yeah.
But then you bring back with Legion and Cataclysm, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, Cataclysm was really cool.
I have no doubt that they're going to continue to do this model just because it continues to work.
Yeah.
3.3 million is something that's matched only by their Cataclysm and Wrath of the Lich King releases.
Yeah.
But that's day one. That has
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
That is no. that is like a slice of the pie. There's going to be so much more that happens. Over
Yeah, I
the course of
wonder
this game.
what out of Legion made everybody want to come back.
You play as a Demon Hunter. They had a new class.
Yeah.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
looks really cool.
What was it your friend said, Peter? I'm not gonna take the crack. I'm just gonna look at it.
Yeah. I'm not going to take the crack. I'm just going to look at it.
Oh yeah, that was actually kind of a genius thing too. Before they released a patch before the expansion that allowed you to create
A Demon Hunter?
a Demon Hunter, and you could start to build your character before the full release of the patch.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
rad. Like you
nice.
could do like the first 10 levels, first 20 levels or something like
Yeah.
that.
Now you can mock WoW as for being like the most nerdiest and I don't know, like
It was
cookie cutter game out there, but my brother came back into it because of it.
Yeah.
He hadn't played a year and a half, and he's like, I could be a Demon Hunter? Are you shitting me?
Might as well.
Yeah. So then there's another $15 a month for him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Plus the $60 to buy the expansion.
Yep.
So,
Somebody got one.
not a cheap game to play. I played WoW for a couple of months. It was a lot of fun. It was just,
A grind.
yeah, it was a lot of grinding, a ton of grinding. And it's not so bad when you're grinding with your friends because then you're just bullshitting. But when you're grinding by yourself, like trying to catch up or going to do some side quest bullshit that nobody else has, it gets boring.
For you, that's all that was, because Peter and Eddie and I were already top level, and Justin and a bunch of other people.
Me and John played together.
Yeah, John and you guys, you never level capped.
No, we played together for pretty much the entire time. Every time we were both playing.
They
was-
played Lich King or
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were in
Crusades.
Lich
Pretty-
King.
Yeah. But I never made it to the top continent.
Yeah. It's a grind.
Yeah.
They've since then increased level speeds dramatically. When you guys played, it was still kind of at this transitionary period where people were where you still had to be like level 40 to mount and all that stuff.
Yep.
So but then they revised it shortly thereafter. Now you can get to level 60 in a day or two.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
I'm constantly going to be one of those guys that be like, back in my day in vanilla
Yeah.
WoW,
back in my day.
you had to go to level 40 and it was 100 gold to get a horse.
We made a free server before we ever paid to play.
Yeah.
And
I remember that.
to get a horse, it took you 20 days of just finding gold.
Back in my day, the Untamed Blade was the best sword for a warrior.
Back in my day, Ragnarok was a thing.
It was actually while me and John were playing, the mounts went from 20 to 40 to 20. And I remember being pretty upset because I was level like 36 when that happened. And so I was like, man, if I'm 16 levels, I've been walking that nobody else has to do.
So everybody's still good, right? If they're all grayed out.
Yeah, everybody's still fine. No one's taking any
Has
hits.
anyone seen the cinematic for Legion?
No.
Yes.
Blizzard,
Looks
Blizzard cinematics continue to be some of the best stuff.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen.
Easily. John.
Bad at that, John.
I know. I get distracted looking around.
Well, let's move on to the next one so we can talk about this game because everybody seems to really want to talk about this game.
So the next one is something we saw coming for a while now.
Oh, yeah.
It was what was it called? The PlayStation Neo, I think at first
Yeah.
when it was leaked. Now it's called
Or
the
the
PlayStation 4
PS4
Pro.
It's not
Oh,
called
yeah.
the
Yeah, that was
PlayStation
another
Matrix or Morpheus.
Nice.
Basically, this is the 4K console that they've been talking about for a while. It has like a little bit faster processor, more powerful graphics hardware inside of it. Supposed to be able to play games at 4K is what they've been showing off. So.
Which is really important with some of the newer games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Other than that, I don't think.
No, that's another Survivor.
It's like we're doing and milk the points, like go find stuff.
Yeah, I think it might be another one of those killers that's not.
Yeah, defenseless can suck it. Sorry.
So I have a spec sheet here. It says it's got
That was a weak ass killer.
a AMD Jaguar 8-core processor that is 2.1 gigahertz each core, and then it's got a AMD Radeon-based graphics engine that does 4.2 teraflops.
Teraflops, nice.
And then it's going to have a terabyte hard drive, which I don't know why the original one didn't.
I don't know why
was
many of
shocked
the
it
consoles don't have
Yeah,
multiple terabytes.
500 gigabytes is not enough for when you're downloading 50, 60 gigabyte games.
Yeah,
right?
easily. You'll fill that up so fast. And most of the games that you're going to be playing on those consoles are AAA games, so they're going to be heavy-handed.
Right.
So.
It's also got 3 USB 3.1 ports on it, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Faster charging.
I don't know. Oh, is that why, maybe?
Yeah, it has more bandwidth and more power.
Gotcha. I couldn't figure out why you would need that much.
Lots of charging.
That's like 10 gigabits per second, right?
Yeah, I mean, it might have something to do with hooking up external devices to it as well. But
yeah, it might be for the PlayStation VR, maybe.
That could be true.
Yeah,
those connections.
That is one of the perks with this system. It's supposed to, the PlayStation VR is supposed to run better on it.
Oh,
okay.
So
Nice.
That would make sense then, yeah.
Real quick update on one of our Twitch viewers, the Alpocalypse. She was able to change her name so that it actually says Alpocalypse.
It just used an L.
And she gives you a round of applause for surviving.
I did a seat bow, which is really no bow at all.
Seatbo.
A seat boo. But I appreciate that, and I'm glad people appreciate what I appreciate. That I appreciate they appreciated me.
Okay.
And before this came out, people were worried that it was going to have a higher price tag, but they just put it at the $399 price and moved the regular PlayStation down to, or the regular PlayStation 4 down to $299.
Oh,
wow. Okay. Wow. Nice.
It's getting more affordable.
Yeah, it is.
Right. That's probably the best thing to come out of this. I don't know that it's really worth upgrading.
No, I don't think so. Unless you're heavy into the VR. If you're using the VR a lot, then I mean, it seems like it would be worth it. I would be excited to get the VR going with Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah.
I played the
that would
demo
be
during
awesome.
PAX, and it was awesome. It's fucking awesome.
Awesome. I'm jelly.
Nice. They also, at the same time, announced that there's a PS4 Slim coming out, which kind of everybody knew
Like
also.
Xbox Slim. I mean, it's another way to make money.
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 Slim.
It's just going to
yeah,
replace their original after a while, just like with PS2.
Right,
So.
for sure. But that's about it. I mean, a lot of this is stuff we kind of expected. Just more powerful system. Really, I think a lot of it has to do with 4K wasn't really much of a thing 3 years ago for them to worry about it, whereas now it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the VR has been pushed to a lot more.
True, the
consumer
VR also,
side.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
3 years ago, all of that was definitely still in development.
Right.
The other one of our viewers, or another one of our viewers tonight, MK2020 says they don't deserve round of applause.
Is that Mike?
Could be.
And then Alpocalypse chimed in
Don't
and
scare the
says
crows.
that he's right. Those
He's
filthy
hard to
casuals.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that
You're
is
running at him.
You are running directly
When
at
you
him.
want to get a good look.
Who's that creeping in the shadows?
That's
Is that Merv Griffin?
I told you, I
John,
ain't
you
afraid of
crazy bastard.
nothing. I ain't afraid of no chainsaw killer. Waiting for him to appear so I can be like, ah!
Is he the chainsaw killer?
I don't know who he was.
Okay.
He looked more like the shaman with the bone mallet.
Was that a survivor?
What?
Yeah, what?
What?
The one with the chainsaw?
No, there's another one that looked all tribally, and he had a big club that was someone's spine and skull.
Oh, you're talking about Reaper. That's what you're talking
God,
about.
I don't want to miss
Oh,
my
sure.
checkpoint because this person will hate me.
That you're talking about Reaper.
Is that the name of one of the killers?
Yeah, I don't know if the word shaman really fits that well, but
Tribal, I guess, would have been the more appropriate
he's wearing
word.
a mask.
Oh, he looked like he had a bunch of like tribal paint all over his body.
Mike said.
I didn't look at him for long.
Could be a
to ram.
skin. It could be a skin.
That could be.
MK 2020 said that we were thundergunned by Alpaca.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mike.
Yeah, because nobody knows who MK 2020 is. Probably drinks MD 2020.
Want me to just name them?
No.
It's too late. Mike is Mike. We know. We know who you are. Mike.
Where are you tonight, Mike? You should have showed up.
He's probably
No
on
show.
other streams hating on every game except for Call of Duty.
The Alpacalypse says, when you're out in the club and you see a fly girl, do the creep.
So is it true he came to the barbecue and didn't want ribs but a burger and Bud Light?
That's
is-
what he does every barbecue.
That is
He brings his
absolutely
own
true.
food.
He would not have any of my ribs that I smoked for like 4 or 5 hours.
So good.
He
So
fucked up.
good.
He
Dude,
fucked up.
is he like he's a total bro? Like he's a total bro. Like you got any burgers and Bud Light? Fuck you, smoked ribs and tasty
Shit,
micro
dude.
brews.
He got a Bud Light birthday present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24 rack or something of Bud Light.
That did happen.
Yeah.
Whereas Petra and I, we got way better birthday presents.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys did.
And then Mike, or MK 2020 says football. That's
Hey,
all.
That's
I
why
like
he's not
football
here.
too, but that has nothing to do with Bud Light.
Yeah,
you ain't
every
gotta drink
barbecue
Bud
he's
Light to
been
like
at.
football.
He's always brings at least like 2 cheeseburgers, a bag of chips, and a couple of Bud Lights.
Oh, homie down.
One of the funny things that came out of that barbecue, though, John, is Mike's son telling me how much he likes Rocket League.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that did happen.
That did happen.
Hey Mike, what happened to your offspring, bro? Can't even control your own children?
You know, there's another funny thing that happened out of that barbecue is we actually did a video recording with the sons.
We did. That
with,
old.
Yeah.
Lennon and Mikey, who are Adam and Mike's sons, and that video will happen. It'll be a while.
Yeah.
But
Apologies in advance. My kid never shuts up.
yeah,
He can keep a continuous stream of talking
Just
going.
noises from his mouth.
Yeah.
child after my own heart. But the biggest thing I walked away from is your kid knows how to talk some mad shit.
He does talk a lot of shit when he plays video
Like he
games.
throws
So.
shade at like
You gotta go over
Mikey's
something.
older than him, and he goes.
There's
"This
just
little
nothing
kid doesn't
trees."
know how to play."
You passed a couple of things. You're dead. Right there.
Sorry, we've been
Jeez.
eaten into Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So you guys ready to move on to talk about the game?
Yeah, let's do it. So for everybody that's been watching, this is Dead by Daylight, which is just a horror survival game where 4 survivors, hopefully, anyway, try to fix some generators to find an escape from this horrible place where this evil killer tries to sacrifice you. This guy is actually the trapper, and he's totally gonna get John again.
How do you get away from them?
You gotta run.
I ran, but I'm so
Not
slow.
a circle. You can get it really close to being finished, and then wait for an opportunity like that ledge to jump through. Oh nope, you're hooked. Don't do anything. Is my recommendation. So the killer, this trapper, has a special ability. He's putting down a bear trap in front of John after we put him on the hook.
Oh.
The hook is the only mechanic the killer has to get rid of a player entirely. So once John's on this hook, down in the bottom left, you can see that he's on a hook. There's a little icon for him being hooked, and then there's a red bar. Once that reaches the bottom, he's dead. The tree sacrifices him, and he's no more. And the player gets the killer.
How far is my
gets a bunch
bar?
of-
I can't even see.
Yeah, because you get that mute symbol. Just sit there until the thing is about to stab you, and then struggle with A. It looks like the killer's near you. Some guy's trying to come and save you. Nope. Hey. And so now he can no longer escape unless someone comes
Nobody's
to save
gonna
him.
save me. Nobody cares. Look at them. They're just that guy's standing in one spot.
He looks like he's
Pissing
AFK.
behind a wall. Like
He looks like he's
Oh, there's
AFK.
somebody
Oh
helping
no,
you
he's
right
doing
now.
he's doing something now. Or someone's trying to. Oh, she's a bear trap. Bear trap. Oh, you're saved. You're saved. Yes. All right. So now she saved him and got a whole bunch of blood points, which you use in the game to get items and
There's
perks
2
and stuff.
people around you. There's 2.
Yeah, you might want to stick with them.
You might want to run because that guy is gonna come back.
Oh, you're being healed by
That's-
Yamada-san.
Bayumana-san.
oh, he hooked somebody else.
Oh, you did. Yep.
Oh, good.
Get
Good, good.
healed and then book it.
So I can take 2 hits again now, right?
Yes, you can. And you can heal other people You can heal yourself only if you have a med pack, which is the primary resource for during the game for survivors. They each get some kind of an item. They have to earn it, and if they die, they lose it. So they're very precious items. Some of those would be like the flashlight and the toolbox and the med kit, which is to allow you to do extra things.
I can hear him and I can't see him, and it's freaking me the fuck out, yo.
It's pretty
So
slow.
what John's
so
hearing
it's
right now
probably
is
far
the
away.
guy's heartbeat, and the closer the killer gets, the louder the heartbeat becomes.
The audio listeners and hopefully the Twitch viewers can hear the heartbeat as well.
It's gone.
Okay, so now he's gone. He can be a little more liberal in his movement. And
Go save that person.
Oh
Fuck that.
shit! There's another one.
Oh, so that guy got stuck in a bear trap.
Go save both of those people. They saved
You
you.
only
bro.
need one more generator to escape. I just want to point out. And they're actually fine. They're still running around.
Aren't there more generators than you need on
There's
the property, too?
one more generator, I think, than you need. A key thing to note is that the killer knows where all of the generators are at all times.
Oh, okay.
So he can go to them at any time. Usually they choose not to because they're stalking one person. And a lot of killers will stalk you until you meet up with another player.
Oh, that would make sense, and then they can get both of you.
Yeah, well, he can try and get both of you.
Yeah.
Killers are faster than survivors, almost always. There are perks that players can get, which are permanent, they cannot be lost, but they're handled very similarly to your items. They go into an inventory, and before the game starts, you equip them.
Okay.
You can see my perk, one of my perks, I only have one perk equipped right now, in the bottom right. And every time the killer looks at
Okay,
Adam
right by the hook.
within 12 meters, he'll know, because that thing will light up.
What are some of the other perks that this game does have? There's a generator right there.
Like there are proximity perks that allow you to get faster performance speeds for
Oh,
doing
okay.
things when other players are nearby. There is one that when you're on the hook, you actually display the auras of all of the other survivors to all of the other survivors, so you can see
Okay.
each other and set up, which usually is reserved for when you're downed or when you're on the hook.
Oh, but it's that same similar thing. To
Yeah,
I
everything
don't
yeah.
like
else
how
green.
that crow keeps landing on the
You see
ground.
a silhouette of them.
Yeah.
Oh, John, you're the last one left.
Yeah, the other two are on hooks.
Actually, so you're presented with an option.
Stick with
Choice
it,
here.
stick with it.
No,
He's
run,
far away.
Run. Because if they die, he can get away through the trap.
Yeah, but then if he does this, then he has two ways of getting
Oh,
out.
sure.
Yep, he's coming to you.
I didn't hear it at all.
I hear it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
they're all
coming.
dead. Trapdoor's open.
Yeah, it's probably in the building. He probably knows where you are. Yep, he knows.
knows where-
Vault!
Oh,
Run!
gotcha.
Run!
You gotta be running next time. That's why that was so slow. Look for more vaulting right there. Yeah, you got it. Run. Oh, you gotta run.
Oh.
I had the paddle down, but I steered wrong.
Good try. You're dead too, though. Unless you can wiggle out. Don't. You wiggle. You wiggle home. There's probably a hook right next to you. Is your luck.
That's it, you're the last one up.
Oh, God, it's right
you're
there.
dead instantly. It's gonna.
Alright, somebody
Tree's
else.
gonna consume him immediately.
Somebody else
Adam,
wanna-
it's your turn to play the spooky game.
So what Josh was talking about is once there's only one survivor alive, there's an escape hatch that becomes available, and it's hidden to both the killer and the survivors. It can be found before that stage in the game, but there isn't an event. Like when the exit occurred, you saw that door, like icon way in the distance, but that doesn't happen with the trapdoor.
The trapdoor's there the whole time, though?
It's there the whole time, and you
find
can't
it,
interact it with it, but
Oh.
but you can find it.
But you can see what does it look like?
It looks like a trapdoor in the ground that's made out of metal, like
Okay.
with, kind of a fancy looking latch.
So you can just hide, wait for everybody to die, and then just run if you've already discovered it?
Yeah.
Like, cool, now I'm just playing the waiting game.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I usually play with Kirsten, so I feel obligated to come and save her if I have the opportunity.
Oh, somebody's got you by
Unnecessary,
the
Peter.
balls.
I've saved her several times. She saved me.
do I just
it's-
wait on the
it's-
screen
it's
or do I
true
gotta
love.
leave? You gotta leave. Okay.
It's true love.
She's talking shit now.
Mike says, run next time, John.
Yeah, seriously.
Hang on, real quick, and then Alpocalypse
Why don't you
says-
play some Rocket League with your son, Mike?
Alpocalypse says bullshit.
Both, whatever, Kirsten. Whatever.
Bullshit, what? Oh. Say
She
you
doesn't
saved
love me.
her.
That's what it is.
She doesn't,
And then she said okay maybe, and then she gave you a heart symbol.
Oh.
Okay, so she hate loves you and loves to hate you.
Yeah.
Or she hates that she loves him. Could
Those
be
are the
both.
innards of our relationship.
Not innards.
One thing I really want to point out here is that, Adam, while you are at this campfire, the killer is off in the woods staring at you. That's how the killer starts the lobby in all situations, and then the players are spawned in around this campfire, and he's watching you, like, just as if he was in a Jason movie, and it's really awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I will say that's one thing that they hit on the nose is this feeling of
Being
like
watched.
you're in a slasher movie.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. And that's one of the things I wanted to say about the UI is that if you look at the ready symbol down there, the killer is the horizontal slash through those 4.
Yeah.
And so it just makes sense. And then in the next loading screen, you'll see the same thing.
And there's 4 skulls.
After this, I'll have to show
dripping
the
white blood.
the blood web system. I do want to hit some of my complaints about the game. There are a couple of things about the game that don't really sit well with me. One of which is that their matchmaking system is kind of broken for a couple of different reasons. It looks like there's a bug that causes you to disconnect sometimes when you join the lobby. Also, there's a lot of people that are trying to play with their friends who are the killer in not a private match. They're trying to farm. They're trying to farm by having your friend the
Gotcha.
killer and then the survivors in there. So what'll happen is you'll get into a lobby with a killer, and the killer will immediately leave because he's waiting for his homies.
Oh.
And so sometimes you get a lot of kickoffs like that. Also, their matchmaking system doesn't re-queue. So if you start to join a lobby, if it doesn't find anything, I don't know what the process is exactly under the hood, but if it doesn't find
thing
anything,
right to your right.
it stops immediately. It doesn't continue to look even though there are
How
no
do I
games
crouch?
available. The
Left
paddles.
Paddle.
So the
Paddle.
killer's near you.
Gotcha. Is he?
No, he left. He just left. You can hear the heartbeat. Just listen for that heartbeat. And so that's one of the glaring flaws with the game, is that you just can't get into games easily. You can't play with your friends easily, and they don't have a system in place. Their reward system doesn't really fit well with the way people want to play the game or the way they're forced to play the game, right? So we're playing 5. We want to get credit for playing against our friend who is the murderer, but they can't because their reward system is too prone to be cheated, to be farmed.
Okay.
And so if you're in a game with your homie, you could farm points forever, right? But they haven't set up a reward system that discourages that so much to the point where you could play with your friend who is the killer.
I guess really the only way to kind of discourage that though would make it where there's some sort of bonus that you get for the faster you do it, and then that way you would want to encourage people to be like, okay, well maybe it's actually better to try and be fast and escape quickly.
I think it'll be a combination of things. I think that's a great idea. I think another good idea would be give diminishing returns on actions.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
like,
so you couldn't do the same thing 30
Especially
times.
after you've already unlocked the gate. If you
Yeah.
unlocked the gate, then you go back and finish other things, you just don't get as much points.
Yeah,
That
I
kind of
agree
thing.
with that. That
Um,
way, it's more advantageous to get through as many games as possible, as opposed to sitting in one game and just taking your time to get everything.
Or that hit farming thing that I was referring to, where
Right.
if they made diminishing returns on that, so you could only maybe do it like twice, then
Yeah.
after that, there'd be no point in doing it. So you
Yeah.
could farm it to a point, but there'd be a maximum number of points that can be accumulated in one game.
Yeah, I definitely think that would make it a lot.
This is a very bright level. I don't like it.
There it is. The cornfields kind of help you, but he can see the stalks being disturbed when you pass through them.
Makes sense.
Can you do that with the grass as well?
No, not as much.
Go save your homie. Go punch him in the kidneys.
The one you really want to avoid that Kirsten and I found out the hard way is that they can have perks that will, like Crowmaster or something, I think it's called. Whenever a crow whenever you disturb a crow within 36 meters of the killer, he'll know. He'll see in a little icon on his map that you just fucked with a crow right there. So they can track you really well if you're not careful. So
Yeah.
Adam's doing a pretty good job of stalking. You want to get that
Get
generator.
that generator,
going.
man.
Oh, I was trying to get to the guy.
Oh,
While,
he's pretty far away.
Okay.
While we're watching the real Adam take on the killer, MKMK 2020
Heartbeat.
says
We're good.
that the monster would find fake Adam asleep at a generator.
No, I doubt I would sleep through this. Highly doubt it. I might
Heartbeat's
sleep through your
getting louder.
child
I'd get a
yelling
move on.
uncontrollably.
You slept through
Oh no!
Shit.
Oh no! Window. You can
Is that
jump out
him
the
over
window.
there, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a big
and
of that
another
body,
survivor ran. So jump out that window.
No, wait.
Yeah, I was just gonna wait and see what he does.
Oh, the other guy
shit.
disconnected. Run! Hey!
Ah! Hey!
There you
Now
go.
run!
Run!
through the cornfields like a maze. Be a
The
child
building
of
would be
corn.
the better choice.
Where's the building?
To your left.
He's gaining. That's red vision.
Oh shit!
Oh, it gives you a little
He's
speed.
gotta wipe off.
You gotta go in you gotta find a thing to vault over, or he's gonna catch up to to you really easily. He's got yeah.
Oh,
And you're right
crap.
by the basement.
Yeah, I just realized that too.
Yeah, that was the dude that I saw. He looks kind of
Shamani?
shamany.
No.
Does he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say shamani.
Yeah,
I would say he looks more like a mummy.
Voodoo witch doctor.
So don't do this, you said, or
I mean, might as well try. Nobody's watching anybody try all the way. Try till you die. That's the new motto. Try till you die. Can you escape?
It's
Do it, baby.
usually
Keep
not
going.
a good idea, in my experience.
Nobody's gonna save you.
Yeah, there's
Get
two
off the
people
hook.
that could save you.
Hey. Yeah,
You
he
just
got it.
want him to die.
No, I
That's
just
my
wanted to
understanding.
see if he could get off the hook on his own, man. Nobody's ever
It's
done
so
it.
rare. It's
Yeah.
so rare.
The Twitch
is it just
chat-
like a chance kind of
Yeah,
thing or
it's
something?
just a chance. You're rolling against
Like
the odds.
3%. What's in the Twitch? The Twitch?
The
The
Twitch
Twitch?
chat has now devolved into And then it
Mike
became-
drank Bud Light.
Yeah, and
Oh,
didn't
oh.
eat ribs.
And then it became too much pumpkin beer. I'm just relaying. I'm not judging. Although you did talk.
How long can you keep this up?
Until you die. You're gonna die right now.
Okay.
Good try. Good try.
Listen to me next time.
There's one more thing that I kind of want to show off, which is good that you just died right here.
Oh, you want
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go through it really quickly. Those are really the key problems with the game. I think this is my favorite part, actually, as far as their gameplay mechanics and their progression system. If you go into the lobby and then go to the loadout, they have this thing called the blood web. And so up here at the top right, these are our blood points.
Okay.
And you use them to spend and traverse through the blood web. And your level is determined by how many webs you've gone through. So I'll turn level 12. You see my level over here? I'll turn level 12 once I've consumed all of the nodes in this web. And so you kind of just click and hold on them. And now I've unlocked that node. And then I can do that on another one. It's very difficult with the controller. And since I have so many points, I can unlock a lot of these.
Nice.
Well, you guys, thanks, guys. I mean, you totally screwed my survivor rank, but you got me a lot of points, so I don't really feel that much. Kirsten can brag about it all she wants. Oh, he's gonna get that from me.
MK
What's that?
2020 would like to point
The
out
entity.
that he drank 0 Bud Lights that night. His son was there.
Oh, okay. You don't want to drink Bud Light in front of your Rocket League loving son, huh?
So what are those entities that you were talking about?
Those
Sophie?
entities consume after a certain amount of nodes that you've leveled up. There's an entity that shows up with just that black cloud, and it's gonna eat one of your blood web slots.
Oh.
So your webs get bigger, but that thing starts aggressively attacking things
Gotcha.
you haven't chosen. So you kind of have to prioritize what you want. I actually kind of fucked up there because there was a perk in the bottom left that I didn't get, but it'll show up again.
Is it a good idea to save your
you
points
go.
and then buy everything at once? Just keep buying, buy everything really fast? Or will it still
No,
tax
it's still
up
it's a
before?
number game. It's a numbers
Okay.
game.
Yep.
It'll happen very
No matter.
similarly no matter what.
Okay. Spine chill.
So this is another very rare perk, which I'm obviously going to get, right? And so this is what I'll get once I've traversed the blood web over to that spot, which I'm just going to start doing right here. So I got some butterfly tape. And these are add-ons. These are add-ons for different items. They increase the functionality. So another thing that I like about this, the animation doesn't quite reach because I don't have enough blood
Oh, that's
points.
kinda cool.
Yeah.
So it kind of fills up to a point. But yeah, that's more or less the whole game. And then this is the last thing here. You kind of get a glimpse of what I was talking about early once you're in the main menu. So there are the survivors, and there you are as the killer, just hanging off on the right. You'd see that from a slightly different perspective in the lobby, but that's more or less. I'll actually just.
Yeah, can we do a game as a killer before we get out of here?
Yeah, if you want. What kind of killer do you want to be? So there's the nurse. There's the lumberjack. Then there's Reaper, who can go invisible, and the Trapper has bear traps. The chainsaw guy can hit people and knock them down in one hit with their chainsaw. and the nurse can teleport.
What can the lumberjack do?
The lumber, I just told you.
Beats people down with what?
Oh,
I just
he
said
has the
that.
chainsaw
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Sorry, he had a big mallet. He didn't have a chainsaw in his hand. I thought he was somebody
he pulls
else.
it out.
I got you.
I had the same confusion looking at him. I'm like, how he doesn't have a chainsaw now? Like, where did he get a chainsaw?
No, I got you. That's
I
my bad.
hammered a tree
The
or
nurse is
two,
the
and I-
newest of them and can teleport through walls and stuff.
Oh.
And she, I think it's personally, I think they're all really good. I hate the lumberjack the most only because he can knock you down in one.
So if he gets there, he's
The
got
nurse
you.
is the hardest to get away from. She has better hearing than all of the other ones, and she can teleport through walls and cut you off and shit. And when you lunge over a thing, she can teleport right over it.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll work.
And she can teleport past you and cut you off. It's really annoying. Do you want to try
And
that?
terrifying. Dude just appears in front of you. Read.
There we go.
But
So now you
So
wait.
then you see them when they
Yeah.
pop up. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool.
now, so I think it's a good time to jump into the gadget real quick.
Let's do it. I'm excited about this one.
Do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
No bigs.
Do it.
Did I turn my phone off silent? I
don't
did.
know.
Don't ask me the controls because I don't know.
Okay.
Phew. Oh, sorry guys.
Hey Peter, what are the controls?
I don't know.
Okay.
So basically what we're going to talk about is a good old-fashioned fidget cube.
What I'm doing right now.
Yeah, dude, I've been doing it all day. I've been tapping my heels on the chair.
I thought it was a heartbeat once, actually, because I kind of heard it in the mic. I was like, what? And then
That's
looked
because
down
I
next to
do
your
it
foot.
rhythmically.
You're an asshole.
I'm doing it harder now, just so people can hear. But, so anyways, everybody who has a job that doesn't allow you to move around, not everybody, that's probably not a fair statement. A lot of people have a job that doesn't allow you to move around regularly are fidgeters. So,
Me.
like, when I first heard about this gadget, because it was Peter's discovery, granted,
What's
other people
Mouse
discovered
2?
it first. but-
Yeah, lots of people
Probably the
discovered it
creator,
before me.
Yeah. No, but he's the one that brought it to our attention. And then I was like, that sounds stupid. But I was like, I'll watch the video. And I'm watching the video, and I did like the infomercial-iness of the video. All right, so it hooked me with the humor. And then I got me thinking about what I do when I'm at work. And I'm totally a fidgeter. I click my pen a lot. I click it against my teeth, which makes it even more obnoxious. I hold it in my teeth. I pop caps off of like my highlighters and hold them in my lips and then roll them around while I'm like highlighting stuff or doing things. Straighten paper clips. Tap on my fucking calendar on my desk so it doesn't sound as loud for other people. You know, you just fidget like while you're thinking, you know, or looking something up or trying to figure out the math on an item. And then I started looking at it, and then you look at like all the stuff it allows you to fidget with in this one like small vinyl little cube, but it basically would fill all of your fidgeting needs, which is in a way genius. Like it's extremely genius. We'll get into I'll let Peter describe the science of fidgeting later. But we're gonna go over what the cube does offer. Okay, so it's got on one side it looks like a 5-sided die, and it's got 5 buttons. 3 of them running diagonally are clicking buttons, and then the 2 corner ones opposite of the ones that actually click are silent. So if like let's say you're in a meeting and you want to satisfy your fidget, but you can't click because you know your boss is talking and you don't want to annoy the shit out of them, you can click the silent buttons and still get your fidget on, or you could even click another option is a flip switch, like a toggle switch, and if you flip it slowly it's quiet, so it's something else you could fiddle with silently at work. Or you can flip it faster and actually make it click while you're going. It has a joystick on one side. And so the swirl mechanism of a joystick, I don't know if you've ever sat at your computer while it's loading with a controller in your hand, but I swirl my joystick in a circle, like a smooth circle all the time. So I think it would be awesome to have that joystick on a cube to be able to swirl. Any hatred from Mike over there?
No,
Okay,
a little bit of
teleport.
disappointment from me. All night for the last 2.5 hours.
You hold it down,
I've
you go
been-
farther.
I've been spelling Twitch
What the hell?
wrong way.
You've been spelling Twitch the wrong way?
Yeah, so every tweet I just made over the last hour or 2 hours was
TWICH?
Yep.
Oops.
Lol.
We want to hold it down, Adam,
Oops.
to go farther.
Happens,
And every
buddy.
time
Don't
at the
beat
end of it, you
yourself
have
up.
a recovery animation.
Oh, that's what that was.
We'll do
Yes.
it for you.
Please do.
So there's also, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of stress stones, but they're a smooth stone with a place for you to rub your thumb.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
it's
used to
for
have one.
anxiety and stuff like that. A lot of people use them also just to take your mind, to give you something to do mechanically. And so this has a smooth side with a little indented thumb area that you can glide your thumb through, to satisfy that need, if so warranted. And then it has a roll side, which honestly might be my favorite, because it has basically just one ball bearing and then 3 spinning gears that you can rotate that would almost look like the spinning things on a lock if they were numbered. Yeah, but they're just not numbered.
I always like playing with those,
I actually
too.
wish it was numbered, honestly, just because it would add something else to the fidget, but actually might be distracting. So in a way, probably leaving the numbers off is a wise decision for a mindless fidget. And then the ball bearing, like spinning something with your thumb, like my brother Tim gave me this spinning ring when he was in college, and it had just it was like a stupid ring you could have bought at any like PacSun or Zoomies, if you know what that is. That kind of ring. Just had some fake looking like waves with black and silver.
Yeah.
But you could spin it, and I used to spin that thing on my finger all the time in class, dude. Just sit there and just fucking spin it for no goddamn reason. So the ball to me is one of my favorites because I've just, mindless thumb spinning. Then you've got another spinning thing which just has a little nubbin on it, and you can rotate it in a circle. So if you want to get some circular fidget on. Let's see how far this goes.
Hella far.
Whoa.
You gotta be using it all the time, Adam. You should be using it all the time.
Is that every time a generator goes?
What? Her?
That-
Oh, no, that was her every time she used a teleport.
Oh, okay, so she gets stunned for a second.
Yes.
Silence. Great.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just watching. I want to. Ooh. It's terrifying. I would not want to be around that bitch at all. Yeah, and it's got spinning. Like just a round circular disc you can spin with a little thumb nub, and it would be similar to like in a truck they have those things on the wheel that you can grab and spin. It's got a nubbin to give you that kind of feature, but just for your thumb. It's a really simple little doodad, but
Right
it
there.
is
What- attack.
super.
The Twitch viewers are saying this map is really dark. I don't know how to fix that.
I think the person got away.
It's because of the.
Yeah, you missed because you
it's
used
because
the
of
wrong
you're
thing.
killer.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
The killer sees it in a different version than the survivor. The survivor gets the benefit of the moonlight, whereas the killer only gets like what they see in front of them.
Over there. Teleport to your left.
Other than that, Adam, if you have any suggestions on how to fix it for the
Teleport towards
because
that.
over on Twitch it is much darker on the OBS.
I mean, we could, other than just
They're
like
in the building.
lightening it up through the settings, I wouldn't know how.
We can turn up the gamma. Adam has to. I don't know how you press escape on that thing. So maybe
Yeah, I
back.
don't know.
Maybe back or start.
Oh.
Could be back.
Oh.
Blackness. Hello,
Did
darkness,
you lose?
my old friend.
Yeah. Oops,
no.
I touched something. I put it back.
He's trying to buy the survivors time.
I put
Josh
it
is
back.
playing
ran
against
already.
you.
He ran
There's
already.
There's a drop in frame
Check
rate real quick.
check the turn around. Check. Nope. Nah, you're past it again. The red boxes, the red
My mic
stand-up
was muted,
cabinets.
Sorry.
Oh.
There's one
Oh.
behind you in that hallway.
Could they hide in those?
Yeah, you're.
Oh, I
just
didn't know
being
that.
Super derpy.
Well, it was a goddamn Steam controller.
You got
Yeah,
it.
whack her.
We're on a hook.
Okay, yep. Find a hook. You'll see him on the map now. So you want to move fast, or she's gonna wiggle out of your grip. No, you can't. You're on a floor here. You gotta just go down,
Right
down.
here.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. As a killer, I was almost afraid of just the chick. Oh,
No.
Oh, they found
No.
the exit.
No. Yep, she's gone.
no. You can still get her. Turn around. She gonna
Ran that way.
Hauled ass.
She leaped out already. She's gone.
teleport.
Yeah, I gotta teleport, buddy.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So Peter, what were your first thoughts on the fidget cube?
Well, I thought it was dumb that anybody would actually get a Kickstarter with that much money for such a really strange object, but
Yeah.
I don't really hold grudges for that kind of thing. I really enjoy the novelty of the idea. I've always liked fidgeting with things, pens and so on as well. I'm really wired person just generally, so to me, especially doing a job like programming and toy design and all that, it requires a lot of just thought, and
Right.
it's really nice to do something physical. I pace a lot. And I can see that people might find that annoying. It's kind of what I have to do to be efficient at what I do, I feel. So this might just be another outlet for me.
How much is one of these things?
$15 right now. I mean, I
that's not
got
bad.
2 for $30, so I'm gonna have one
Nice.
for home and one. Oh, you better get that. She's gone.
What the fuck?
And then one for
What are you
work,
doing,
I'd
buddy?
assume.
I don't know. I didn't touch anything. I
Okay.
just started staring.
Yeah,
at
one
the
for work.
floor.
Yeah, and one for work, one for home. Just needs to, they're waiting right there. Look to your right. Right. Oh, she's right there. Whack him. Whack him. Get ready to turn around. He survived. He's gone. They're fucking with you. Check the other side. Do it. Whack him. He's got 2. They're fucking with you.
So do you think it's harder to be a
it's
killer
fucking
on this game?
frustrating.
Or?
It's much harder to be a killer on this game. I think.
I think it's funny that they started out with a goal of $15,000, and right now they're sitting at $3,573,406.
Is that? They had a big
That's,
ass percent on there.
It's not showing the percent on mine.
It's like 4,000%.
It has got to be a retarded one at 89,000 backers. Is somebody still alive? Is that what's going on?
2 people still haven't escaped.
Okay.
There's 2 exits.
There's
There
one
are
there.
2 exits.
She's gone.
Yeah,
Did she run
just
out?
one more person.
Yeah, she.
And they are like jacked in your face.
It is so hard to watch this.
It's so hard to do this. It's easier when you're just running, but to try to target somebody.
Yeah. Still haven't spent enough time with the Steam controller. It just ends up being frustrating in my hand.
This game is far better with a mouse and keyboard.
I believe that.
How do you teleport?
Right
top,
bumper.
Right bumper.
We're running a little long. Is
Yeah.
there anything you guys want to say at the end here?
Buy this game and play it.
Not on a Steam controller.
Not on a Steam controller. I think the Fidget Cube is going to be an interesting thing. We're going to demo it as soon as that I have it available. It's going to ship in December.
Okay.
And so I will have my product, 2 of them, and I'll bring one of them and we can kind of demo it, play with it during the show. Obviously, it's going to be a really silly demo, but we might be able to show kind of the nifty things that you can do with it, weird ways that you can fidget with it. I'm making air quotes right now.
No, I'm down. That'd be cool.
So
I
yeah,
feel like there should be a
expect
fidget
that.
digit rap.
Right.
Fidget
one.
with your digits. Get
So-
the fidget digit.
Are
Okay.
you gonna try to kill someone before we?
He's
before
gonna
we-
try.
No, there's no point in
He
waiting
and
for
he just
this.
escaped.
Just
And it's over.
And there we go.
Disgraceful defeat, John.
that's-
I blame
And
Adam.
That's a good ending.
Good job.
Did we have anything? Do we have anything else to bring up?
No, not that I can think of.
there should be at least one drawful video at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Wait, there should be some videos coming out soon.
I won't be there in those videos because I was hunting invisible creatures.
Pokemon.
Yes. Yay, I caught him, and now I can force him to do anything I want him to do.
MK2020 says good episode tonight. The Alpocalypse says good show with my favorite men. I tend to think there's only
What's
like
up, girl?
3 or 4 of us that are actually qualified for that.
Don't talk about yourself that way.
It's the long hair, is that what you're saying?
Self-deprecating.
Yeah, it's the long hair. You do look like a Sally.
Silly
Nance.
Sally.
I
You
hate
silly
myself,
Sally.
and everyone else should hate me too. Besides
Yeah,
that,
Nance.
you can find everything and anything we do at waiting4players.net, at waiting4players on Twitter, waiting4players on Twitch. And
How do you spell Twitch?
Good question. I'll get back to you.
Right? I'm gonna study the Scrabble dictionary, and then we'll get back.
I don't know. Send us a message on Facebook or Twitter.
Is there a game that we should play that hasn't been shown too much? Well, then we'll play it. Let us
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, for
Let
sure.
us know.
We're always willing to take suggestions.
You guys should play Edward, who's been in the Smash Brothers video. He said we should play Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds.
What the hell is that?
Well, look it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get on.
Well, for a future episode, then.
Okay.
If that's everything, I'll see you guys later. See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy, now.
Still on Twitch.
Bye, Twitch.
Bye, Twitch. John. What did he do? He's air humping.
Hey, man, I was getting.